should, if it's Thilo is thinking clearly, he should slow down. He should slow down now and take it easy on the basis that he's going to be coming back very gently now. Let's use it. There's only one thing matters now, that's to be second place.
Yes,
and to make sure he gets home comfortably.
Thank you, Benjamin. We can see clearly the advantage. They have the same altitude and there's a difference of almost 1 kilometer. The thing is, Thilo must think clearly, must think with the reason, not with the heart, that he does, so he doesn't make any stupid thing. Okay.
They're only 500 meters above the airfield now, and they have to go to the turning point in Prix, and then
yes.
how far home from there?
They are only 7 kilometers, which are really sick with the radius, something like that.
Yeah. So the radius of 0.5 means that they go half a kilometer from the turn. So it's just 6 kilometers to come home. Spoils the story.
Okay, the distance is increasing. 1 kilometer left. And in the meanwhile, we will see now one of the two gliders in final glide. I think it's Thilo. I think it's Thilo. We're following.
Just coming down the valley now.
Yes, yes.
So we should go back and just watch them finishing now on our silent wings. We get a beautiful view. And Brendan will put the distance on for us. We can see that Sebastian's got it in the bag pretty much.
Yes. I think even though Sebastian went clearly into the point, not to make a mistake. He knows now a mistake here could cost him the championship, the options he has to regain the winning, the leading. Okay.
And 230 kilometer race, 1.5 hours, and there's only 600 meters at the end. That's
yes.
remarkable.
Yes.
It's like Olympics when there's only 0.5 of a second or something.
Yes, yes. And I think they knew they were leading, they were fighting one against each other, because sometimes you have some altitude left, and that's why we see the final glide at 250 kilometers around the speed. And now that's not today, Brian. There was a race between only them.
Yeah, and what's really exciting for us is both these pilots are flying well, and we have 2 more days.
Yes.
So we have 2 more days of competition, and in those 2 days, we should see some really exciting flying. So we can see somebody taking the turn point now. No, let's not use that. Let's go back. Okay, that was the turn. And they're coming into the finish now. What's Sebastian doing? He was going a little bit to the side, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. They only have 3 kilometers to go. But look, they're really close to the minimum altitude. Very close to the minimum altitude. Are they going to have to slow down? Thilo slowed down to 140.
Yes.
It's getting close. They've still got 3 kilometers to go, and they're down to 1,300 meters. What a change. Well, Sebastian is slowing down. He's got the advantage there. Thilo's down to 140 now.
It's curious, the deviation that Sebastian made to the right. We saw how the variance was positive. Maybe he regained 50 meters, but he must be pretty sure to make something like that, just 5 kilometers from the finish line.
Well, it's going to be really marginal, because they only have 20 meters, and they still have half a kilometer to run.
And that's GPS.
Yeah. But
yes.
of course, the pressure altitude might be slightly different.
Yes, we must say that. Huh?
We know that Sebastian doesn't very often make a mistake like this, about this, and I don't think he'll make one today. And we can see Thilo, they're just coming up now. He's probably got a little bit more pressure altitude, but he's slowed right down.
Yes, he will arrive at the limit. I think we'll arrive at the limit. Take a look at the ground speed. That's not the usual speed for
he's coming back down to stalling speed now.
Yes.
And he's making sure that he doesn't get a penalty. He's down to 100 kilometers an hour. He's got to get through that line at more than 1,300 meters. The time doesn't matter at all. And he'll just creep through the line, and then he'll come round for his second land. Well, he's done that. He's through the line. He stayed above 1,300 meters. Now speed back up again, and he comes round for his landing.
Yes. The thing is, Thilo Holyhouse could make that because I think he knows the third one was so far away from here. The third is Gintas is 7 kilometers from him. Okay, I mean Sebastian first, Tilo second, and now we will see directly a group of 3 pilots in final glide. Here they go. I think there are Maximilian, Christoph, and Pete Temple. Very nice to see them. Take a look. 224 kilometers and only about 10 meters, Brian, one to another.
So if we go back to look at the silent wings, the distance, and we see the ones in between the control points and the airfield, and just check the distance on those bench. Yeah, Gintas has managed to stay ahead of Louis. Gintas has managed to stay ahead of Louis, and it looks like he's going to take third place. Louis is not likely to catch him now. They're really quite low. They've got 4.5 kilometers to go. Ooh, this is also getting marginal.
Yes. The distance is going low very fast. He could catch him. I don't know.
No, I don't think he can catch him, but I think they've both got an issue about being high enough. They've got 3 kilometers to go. Of course, the pressure altitude might be that another 100 meters. So what we're seeing here is GPS altitude.
Yes, we will see.
Yes, indeed.
We will see if the ground speed keeps on, or maybe they have to make like Tilo Holy House. They are at the limit of the finish altitude, and so penalty altitude. We must see if the ground speed they begin to go lower and slower and slower.
Yeah, I'm sure that there is always a difference between the altitude as measured by the GPS, which doesn't take into account pressure variations. But of course we have a low pressure area, so they are probably higher than the indication here. And if we see the same difference with everybody, there might be 50 or 60 meters. And Gintas looks like he'll cross through just about on the limit.
Yes.
Probably give him 50 meters over, something like this. It certainly must be close, because Tilo wouldn't slow down so much otherwise.
Yes, I think so. We have to take an eye and stay tuned for just in case there is some penalty, because you saw they are arriving in groups of 2. First, Tilo and Sebastian. Second, Gintas with Louis. And just the difference of a few meters could make an interesting penalty and change their nowadays position.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. Looks like they're both okay. And the next, here's a group of 3. We have Maximilian leading, and we have Peter Temple and Christoph. Peter Temple's been flying brilliantly.
Yes,
He's been doing really well. And look, he's closing up on Max now. I think he's going to have a go at him. I think he's going to try to pass. He's got same altitude. Yeah, Peter's a very quiet guy, and he doesn't say too much, but obviously once he gets in the cockpit, there's a tiger in here.
He's another hidden tiger, and he made the third last day. He's there. He's not going to fly in mountain, but he's I think demonstrating the other side. He's flying quite well.
2 kilometers to go, and he's past Max. Did Max see him? Could Max do anything about it? No. Look at his altitude. Max has just pushed a little bit too hard earlier on. Now he can't speed up. Peter saved a little bit of altitude, and he's still above the minimum. So he was able to pass Max on that last part, and Christoph's closing up fast. Max could lose 2 points here. It could be. Christoph do it? He's not got far to go to the line, half a kilometre. We see Gintas there in the circuit underneath them, turning for his finals.
I think Christoph won't be able to.
No, it looks like he won't quite get there, but he's trying hard. He's coming down 90 meters. It's really going to be close. It's going to be really close.
Look at the speed.
Max is slowing right down to avoid the penalty, but maybe a little bit too much. Christoph is coming through. It's going to be very close. It looks like Christoph's got him. It looks like he's going to pass him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Very nice to see.
Well, Christoph will be happy.